Whoa, come on, get out from underneath there. Ah, I don't like that. I can't do anything about it because the dogs will all follow me. Oh well. Come on, you're all tied up. Come on. Come here. What are you doing? Come on. You don't know what's going on. Let's go. Come on. Boy, these things are dangerous. I hope nobody gets hurt. We were playing around on the side of a hill next to a railroad track, next to a stream, and long story short, a big boulder fell on my friend's leg and we couldn't get it off. Had to call somebody in the middle of nowhere. We were actually really lucky. I think when you think about stuff like that, wow. I mean, I could have went back to the cabin and got his mom, and then maybe she could have got a hold of somebody, but it could have been, you know, a long, long time. This is interesting looking, but you guys are on the internet. It seems weird that people would, I guess maybe you got time to kill. Everything's always like a big fear-monger thing to make you, oh, buy this product, do this maneuver, you know, join this club. Seems weird. So I was watching this thing where I think it was percentage in debt or something like that, or I don't know. But the numbers were pretty high, and the higher the numbers got, the worse, the less your money's worth. It was something about inflation. Anyway, so let's just say America is at 100, or yeah, 100, 130. I think that's what it was. Maybe it's trillion. I don't know. I don't know. Billion. I really don't know. Sorry. I don't dwell on these things, but the ideas are what I think about. And they say that while we're in debt like that, you know, it's gonna mess with us. It's gonna make our economy worse, and we're not gonna be able to do it. We're gonna not become a state anymore. I mean, a country anymore. And then what? Then we all have to move. I don't know. But then they say, oh, but you know, China has not China, Japan has, you know, 250, whatever it is, that we got like 100 and something, and they got 250, and they're still around. Everybody still loves Japan. And so, boom, there we go. So we can just keep being in debt, or at least interest. I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. What the fuck do we owe? The country yeah, the U.S. government owes me this. Oh yeah? What are you gonna do if they don't pay? Well, I don't know. Nothing. Send my tanks over there and go get me a truckload of gold. I don't know what they're gonna do. Come over here and take some slaves. Wouldn't that be funny if that's what aliens were? It's like, oh man, we owe them this many people, but they never let us, you know, take their sons and daughters and send them over there as slaves. Wouldn't that be funny if they graft like robotic stuff onto them so that they look like AI and they're just kids from poor countries. Uh-oh, they've become aware. Aware what? Aware that they're kids inside robot skins. We all see the thing where they put the brain inside something. The brains are always going in something. There's always a jar. We've seen this for years. When I was a kid, they were putting brains in jars, hooking it up to electrodes, and it would flash the lights when it would talk. They've been doing that for years. Since before you were born. I don't care who you are. Since before you were born, they've been doing that fucking... That muddy was yucky. Look at this thing. Come walk on me. I won't fall. Just want to walk the plank. Wonder if we can get the dog to walk the plank. Rotter, matey. You've been a bad dog. Who wants to go for a walk? Cold. That's cold. We ain't making nobody walk the plank. Go on, Goru. The hill is coming down. I think we'll see some of the... I bet you we'll see probably that big tree. That tree's probably coming down here. Hey, you! Come down here. I can see your nuts. No, I mean your roots. It's like I don't have any nuts yet. The mud comes down on top of the snow. I watched a thing, it's called a transvestigation. I think it's Next Wex. I don't know. They seem pretty good, but I mean, anybody could do it. These videos are kind of, I think they've been doing them where it's like, so many people say no, you're wrong, you're stupid, and all this. They don't even really kind of try it anymore, try to present it anymore. They're just like, yeah, here's the pictures I found. I could explain all this to you, but then you would say that I'm a crackpot when this is just stuff that I know. Oh my God, this is yucky mud. You know, it's like bones don't lie. Bones don't lie, but they keep telling us the bones lie. Oh, well, you know, now there's men with V-shaped clavicles. No, there's not. There's women with straight clavicles. No, there's not. Cheekbones and all this stuff. Brow ridges. Sloping foreheads. Widow's peaks. All these things. You're gonna say, oh, that's just a coincidence. That's just a coincidence. Long arms, short arms. The way the feet go. There's something so simple as the way people walk downstairs. Walk downstairs. A male does it one way and a female does it the other way. Not out of preference. No, it's not because, yo, hey, I like to walk down the stairs like this because my dick swings a really cool way. No, it's not like that. It's not a personal preference of how you walk down the stairs. It's depending on the way the little fucking joint works inside your hip. You know that? Did you know that? Now you know that. Now you know it. And what's going on in the hip area there? You know, why would it even be different? Well, maybe because it's not as strong, because there's a big opening to let something out. So something can come out of there. And so it can also hold different things for nurturing the thing that comes out. You know? The thing that comes out, what is it? Well, it's a miniature version of the big thing. It's like how the big thing is made. The big thing used to be like the thing coming out. The big thing actually came out of a big thing too. But it was small when it did. We call them babies. That's what we call them. Babies. Babies. You can have a baby. But, you know, I don't know. People don't seem to understand what a baby is. So I was trying to say it. Just the idea of what it is, you know. Because, oh, you put these two things together and it makes a this. Oh, yeah? Well, that's a that hasn't grown up to this. So that's a that, right? Yeah, that's a that. This two thing and this two thing come together and it makes a that. When those two things come together, that's a that. It starts the that process, right? It's thatting. It's doing that. So, you know, it is what it is. If you catch a fish, you are killing that fish. At the very, very, very least, let's say you put the fish back. You're changing that fish's life forever. You're scarring that fish. Whatever. Physically, mentally, who knows? Just aesthetically. Yeah. So, I don't know. I don't remember what I talking about. Something about babies. But you can't say what a baby is. Because people get upset that they've been killing babies. But we're upset already that we kill babies and we hide babies and we steal babies and people, murdering people. Boy, what a weird place, huh? People wanting this and that when they can have it. All they have to do is just get it. They don't even need it though. I don't know. Look at all these things. I mean, everything that we do. I say I don't want to support this and I don't want to support that. Just being around it is supporting it. I mean, it's weird. Because I'm here, they're going to count me. They can count me as a productive member of society, an unproductive member of society, a member of society that's against society, a member of society that's for society, that wants to shape society. No matter what you do, because you're here, you're in this, and they count you. They count you, so you're supporting it. You don't support it all that much, but you become the opposite of what they want. Then it's still kind of supporting it, because I don't like to explain this stuff. You have to either understand or you don't, because I mean, you can sit there and say, well, I don't get it. What about this? Well, yeah, okay, fine. But you know that it's not that way. So I'm not here to try to convince you. Fuck off if you want me to convince you. I'm not gonna do it. I'll give you the idea, and you can think about it yourself. And if you think about it wrong, I'll probably try to give you some more hints. You know, like, well, did you think about this part of? I mean, you're saying something. It's good that you're thinking about it, but do you even consider this part of the equation? Because what you're saying doesn't really make any sense. I know nothing has to really make sense, but still. I think I talked about this yesterday. All the stuff that we do. I mean, I sit here and think that I'm gonna try and figure it out, but it's wrong. You can't figure it out. You can figure it out, but I mean, it's never ending. The only thing, I mean, what you do, this walk on the beach is way more real than anything that I'm saying. I'm actually here on this beach. Am I? On the beach? These kind of things, they don't make any sense. Do other people think this way? Is this some kind of distraction? Guru. I'm here, I'm born into this thing, and I'm trying to get out of this thing. Is that a distraction? I always say, maybe I'm fucking right. Well, I do always say that, but maybe I'm so fucking awesome that I have to be encouraged to do nothing. Because I'm gonna fix this if I play this game. Wouldn't that be weird? You're like held into this. Think about how my Max avatar would feel really be him. It'd be what he could become. What if everybody could become that? Brian could do it. George could do it. All these different people could do it. Everybody could do it. Oh, you want to try it? Let's try it. Oh, my back is sore. It's just building muscle though, you know? It's sore, but I mean, it doesn't have to be, I guess. I don't know. It's a weird smell, kind of like a corn chip. Probably coming from the shit pipe. People writing their names on the shit pipe. I'm so proud of the shit pipe. I want to be part of the shit pipe. Shit pipe. How come there's people on YouTube that are like censoring their speech? They're doing it themselves. I'm making a video and I'm gonna beep out the word shit or fuck or something. What is that all about? Are we... This is me talking. Are they trying to say that I'm not allowed to say fuck in public? You can't say fuck in public? I don't know. Yeah, you shouldn't say fuck because that's aggressive. What do you mean it's aggressive? Fucking love that. Fucking A, man. That's cool as hell. Is that aggressive? That's aggressive, huh? Oh, well, it's like raising your voice. If you want to use it like an exclamation point, it's like raising your voice. No. It's like excitement, right? Exclamation. I don't know. Can't say fuck on YouTube. You can't say... I can say YouTube as much as I fucking want. YouTube, they act Jewish. I can say that. They act Jewish. Did you know that there's stories about the Jews? About how they used to cut people and hurt them and do all this stuff? And how that they were kicked out of all these different countries all throughout history. It's not just Germany and all this stuff. And if you start to look at all that stuff, it gets to be even more complex than what they show on the surface. And so you really don't know anything. You know, I could say all that on YouTube. That's not offensive. That's not hate crimes. This is facts. I'm not saying anything about their character or anything like that. I'm just saying the history. They were put in dungeons. I don't exactly feel that they portray a clear picture of why, but they were all throughout time. There's a book called The Great Jewish Mask, and people come on there and watch it. It's on YouTube. To watch it, and it says things about them, but they're all supposedly factual things, or otherwise it would be hate speech, wouldn't it? So it's still on there. And it's just people's ideas. Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird that stuff like that's on there, but you can't do this or that along the same lines? Wernher von Braun is a Nazi. The government brought a Nazi here and started NASA with a Nazi. I mean, is that horrible or what? You owe all your space stuff, and they seem to tout all this space stuff as your life changing. You owe everything. You owe everything to the Nazis. People that have that kind of ideal. But you can't be anything like that. I'm not saying that I want to. I'm just trying to expose this this bullshit. Oh, you know how to do it so that it's not a bad, horrible thing. I would obviously do it as a bad, horrible thing. I'm not allowed to group together with these people, but those people are allowed to group together with those people. What the fuck is this? You can't have it both ways. You don't get to own me and I get to be free. This whole situation is ridiculous, and all the people have to do is just wake the fuck up. Wake the fuck up. Sure, I'm gonna be wrong about some stuff, but if we could talk about it, if we could actually talk about it, then yeah, maybe you guys could tell me about how I'm wrong. Maybe I could try to prove my point, make my point. Maybe I could prove to you that I'm not wrong. Maybe both of us are wrong, and somebody else that's gonna be more and more frustrated is right, and they're gonna say something because, hey, they can say something because it's that way. So I don't know, maybe people will start leaving comments on my videos. Maybe they won't. Maybe you guys want to be free. Maybe you don't. Maybe you feel like if you support enough people, give them $5 here, $10 there, $1 every month, $20 every month. Oh, they got this thing here. I found this months ago. Why you bring that back up here? They wanted it down there on the beach. It's pissing me off. Tires dialed in.